On today's Capitol Hill Brief, we're going to talk about how Democrat politicians, including former President Obama and former Attorney General Eric Holder, and some liberal judges, are working to rig the election system to put their cronies in power forever. In the United States, the Constitution leaves it up to we the people to decide how we draw our election maps.
You're pathetic! You don't deserve to be in America!
Join me in this letter.
There is no debate. There is no debate.
And, like so many other things written into that power-separating, government-limiting document of ours, the left hates it with a burning passion.
There are real problems with how we are electing our representatives. I think political gerrymandering has resulted in a situation in which with 80% Democratic districts or 80% Republican districts and no competition.
If there's one thing Democrats love to blame almost as much as voter ID laws for their losses, it's gerrymandering. Because yeah, that's the reason that Democrat numbers suck in most of America. It couldn't be possible that their party ran to the far left years ago and alienated almost everyone who doesn't live 5 blocks from a place that sells $8 lattes. And it also couldn't have anything to do with the fact they ran this person for president. Now, gerrymandering has had a negative connotation since the term was coined in the early 1800s. It's named after Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry. See, after winning an election, Gerry's party redrew the election maps for their own benefit. Now, there's a multi-pronged effort by liberals to try and secure a permanent Democrat majority under the guise of creating fairer districts. Translated, that means districts that are easier for them to win. Breaking from the long-standing tradition of presidents respectfully getting out of the political arena after their terms are over, Barack Obama is throwing his hat in with his old partner in crime, Eric Holder, to redraw election maps across the country. And they plan to do this through a group called the National Democratic Redistricting Committee. That's a group that's raking in big bucks from top liberal donors to tip the scales in local elections. But here's the thing, somebody's got to draw these lines.
A line has been drawn, David. A clear line in the sand.
Is that why you brought me all the way down here, so you could literally draw a line in the sand?
I'm a visual thinker, David.
And there's no way to change an election map without disadvantaging some sort of group. And whether this is done by voters, state legislatures, or as the left would have it, an unelected commission, a liberal judge, or a computer, someone's gonna lose and someone's gonna come out better. This is why the framers of our Constitution left this issue to the people. So if you don't like the way things are, you have to do the hard work of going out and changing people's minds when election time comes around. And here's something else, if gerrymandering is why Dems can't get an edge in Congress, how in the world do they explain the 30 Republican governors in this country? Were those states gerrymandered too? Basically what they're saying is they can't win the game unless they're allowed to move the goalposts for themselves. And without all the liberal politicians working to take this power away from the people, liberal judges are now doing it from the bench. One of the most recent cases going to the Supreme Court could fundamentally alter how we do elections. Now folks, let's face it, there's no perfect way to do this. And drawing political lines naturally comes with political outcomes, even if you put the computers in charge.
To ensure your future, some freedoms must be surrendered.
But at least when this power sits in the hands of the people, instead of our robot, bureaucrat, or judicial overlords, the power can always shift. All you need to do to change it is pick a candidate, lace up your walking shoes, knock on some doors, and repeat. And that's how you live with other people in a republic. So talk all they want. What Obama and others want in this situation isn't fairness. It isn't about equality. It's all about winning elections by rigging the game. This has been your Capitol Hill Brief. I'm Nate Madden, and we'll see you next time.